Welcome to Delmarva Urban Tech. I'm the host of the show, Demetria Marshall Leonard, and today we have some very fun guests on the show. We have individuals from That Game Truck, Justin and Delmarva. Yes, they come into the Eastern Shore bringing a whole kind of way to play video games, and it's feasible for people with disabilities, older generations that can't get out, and they could just pull up to the corner and get in the truck and play a game. So without further ado, before we go on into that, we did allude it to yesterday, the mass shooting, and again we want to send out our prayers and our condolences to the family. They are having a prayer vigil Sunday. That's Sunday, and it's going to be at the Wesley Temple Church on West Road. They're having a prayer vigil, so if you want to come over there, it's from 6 to 8. You want to come over there, please do. Prayer do changes things. So without further ado, we're going to introduce our guests. How y'all doing today?
Doing really good.
Doing good.
Ooh, we got a husband and wife couple. Yes, I like this. So I know we're going to have a good little duo for in the mix. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. How did That Game Truck come about?
Well, I guess I'm going to take lead because my wife looked at me. But I'll tell you, my wife is I think she has really good discernment, and she's probably the most wisest person I know.
Aww.
And last year we went to an event, and my son got on this game truck they had there. We were at Juneteenth, and we gamers came out to the event, and we were just blown away by what they had to offer. I'd seen the concept, I'd seen the business before years ago, and thought, oh, this would be a great idea, but didn't make moves on it, if you will. And so my son got in this truck, and he was there the entire time that they were at the event. And so this year, for my son's 13th birthday, my wife said, oh, he's becoming a teenager, let's go all out. And she said, let's get the game truck. And what happened was, when she started looking at pricing game trucks, they were all outside of the area, at least 40 or 50 miles outside of the area. And as part of the business structure, you charge mileage to, gas is expensive, right?
Right.
And so it, to a degree, we kind of debated, like, do we want to spend this money on this, or do we want to do something else? And so we ended up doing something else and giving him gifts instead. And we said, man, that is a great business, and there's no one directly here in Salisbury. So how many kids can't get this access? And so we looked at a couple of different options, and they were, so expensive, if you will, to even start into the business. Game trucks typically start $70,000, $80,000. But I'll tell you, we were blessed. I happened to look on Facebook. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and said, let me just see what's on Facebook. And I came across a pastor in Baltimore, who was selling his game truck. And happened to be good friends with my wife's aunt. That was part two. So one, he's a pastor. Two, he knew my wife's aunt. And he was willing to sell it at a price that we could get into the business. As a matter of fact, he treated us so amazingly in this process, and has really kind of become a mentor to us as well, which is so rare. You don't find that in people. People are like, give me my money, let me and that's it. But he's walked us through the process of getting insurance and our LLC and things of that nature, so that we could be properly set up. And it just really was amazing to be able to do that, and because of it, we're able to offer it at a price that is really what we've been told is the most affordable game truck in the area. The main thing for us was we didn't want parents to have to say no because of the circumstance. You as a parent, you got to say no sometimes. You say no though by choice, but not because of the circumstance. So that was kind of our goal and our mission and how we got to, I guess, here.
Oh, wow. So, you guys, I really like the concept of the game truck. How do you go about getting that? Like, if I want that, like, to rent it, or how would I go? How would I get in contact with you guys, or have it to pull up at my event? Because he's going to be at the community field day. They're going to be at the community field day. So, come on out. Yeah. Faith Over Fear, which I'm wearing my Educate Myself t-shirt. Shout out to Faith Over Fear. Is gonna be there as well. So if you want to sponsor him, this is not cheap. So if you want to sponsor him at an event, or him and his wife at an event, please do so. Every little bit counts. If you just want to send the donations, he's going to give you that. Just to go to the cause. If you're not doing it, my pastor always teaches us, don't mimic what people do, support what they do.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
Support what they do. And a lot of time we as people of color like to compete.
Right.
That isn't so. That shouldn't be so. So I don't know too many people with a game truck. Don't act like you could. You heard the man said it is expensive. Please support what he does, because it's for the kids. It's for kids of all ages. That's from 9 to 99. Okay? So I want to, how did you feel about the game truck? I want to hear from you too.
Well, I think it was, so we raised the money in the beginning, and his only request was that we put it into something that we could benefit from. So that's how the idea came about the game truck. And I said, let's do the game truck. Of course, you heard some of the backstory. But I was like, I think that one would give the most use in the community. We could offer this to underserved communities, especially in this area, in the schools and other things like that, and community events. So, he's the one that runs it, but it's still all of our babies. And it is a family business, so the kids get put to work too. Oh, yeah. And they're helping too. So you get at least 2 of us there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, I would say I am a serial entrepreneur. So, I've been, you name it, I've probably done it to a degree. And this was one of the first things that I talked to my wife about, my harebrained schemes, that my wife was like, oh yeah, we should do that. Because most of them I'm like, let me prove it to you that we can do it. She was like, oh no, let's do that.
It's a great concept. So I want to ask you a couple more questions. Did either one of you grow up in the urban area?
Both of us did.
Yeah, both of us.
What have changed from then and now? I want to know.
You really want that answer?
I mean, besides the age, I want to know what have changed from now, and like not the long drawn out version, for the good and the bad.
I think the main thing, at least for me, the main thing that's changed for me, we were fortunate enough to get involved with a company that our team leader made sure that we invested in ourselves with personal development.
Wow.
So we read a book a month to better ourselves, just personal development, to make sure that our mindset is there to get through of all the pushback that's there. And that's the biggest difference from then until now for me.
Oh, wow.
I think it was Benjamin Franklin who said, you pour your purse into your mind, and your mind will pour back into your purse. The mind is the most powerful tool that you'll ever encounter. But most people spend more time planning what they're going to do this weekend than they do what they're going to do with their lives. And so, shout out, talking about our mentors, shout out to Kevin Mack, shout out to Darnell Self. They were people who came from nothing, really, and built something absolutely amazing. And what they taught us was, if you give, it shall be given unto you. Pressed down, shaken together, running over, right? I think we talked about that on the phone. And so everything that we try to do, we look at it from how can we serve? How can we give? And if you do business from that perspective, it's an entirely different experience. We call places and we're like, well, how can we make this work for you? How can we get this into our truck into your establishment? How do we get it into your space so that people can experience what we do? Because first off, we're people of color, right? They should see people of color who own businesses.
That part.
And too often that's not the experience. I grew up in East Detroit. I remember the local candy store. Where's the local candy store nowadays? Who has one? I remember Big Mama had a big giant pickle jar in the basement. Who still has that? Nobody does. So this is our attempt, really, at bringing to the area Big Mama's candy store, if you will.
And I'll be at the candy. God, please again.
She'll be in community day.
Like, listen, I be just eating. I don't even think I would have no daggone money. Like, I would eat all my product and my merchandise. So, y'all know, we do have 2 more questions. So, music is literally the soul of a man. Music has shaped us, our country. Music shaped us as an individual. It adds fuel to the fire to motivate us during the day. What is your favorite music? And let me know your genre. My favorite music is like, it's more so eclectic. I like a taste of everything. It has to have a meaning to it. And I'm all for worship music. I love it at any level, whereas contemporary gospel to Christian rap, I'm like, if they talking about the Lord, I'm like, yeah. But I love music, so come on, tell me.
So, I'm probably a mix of, we're 80s babies, but we grew up in the late 80s, that early 90s, 2000 music. So I'm really R&B, probably pop, a little bit of hip hop and gospel.
Okay.
And gospel. If I pull up my YouTube playlist right now, you will be able to see it's a mix. I got "I'm Blessed" from Fred Hammond on there. One of my other favorite songs is Eddie James. Shoot, I forgot the name of the song. In the sanctuary, it's that long one where it's extra long.
Why is it extra long?
Some of them be like 11 minutes. Yeah. Like that.
But I also like my Erykah Badu's, my Jill Scott's.
Okay. I'm gonna get to in a minute.
So I gotta echo that sentiment. I'm kind of I'm pretty eclectic. I can listen to almost anything. But where my safe space, if you will, is definitely late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. I was a rapper back in the day. Like I said, I tried a little bit of everything. Matter of fact, that was one of my first businesses. We had a record label back in the day. It didn't go anywhere. We did like 1 or 2 shows. But so for me, it's hip hop. I love lyrics. Don't just hit me with your beat. Give me some lyrics. Tell me something. Give me something.
Some substance.
Some substance, yeah. And then R&B. I love R&B, but I like some of the new stuff. But I really like 70s, 80s, and 90s R&B because they still were talking about stuff, right? Nowadays, it's like, what? Really?
Yeah.
You know, you could have made that a metaphor. We could have got it, you know. Nowadays, they just, it's a little too on the nose. But yeah, and then I definitely grew up with my Kurt Franklin. You know, I love the era when Kurt Franklin was oh yeah, come on, listen. Why do so many people feel like gospel music can't talk to people who are in the secular world?
That part.
Oh, come on, listen. That's what it's supposed to be for. It's supposed to reach into, what'd you say it was? The soul of the man?
The soul of the man. So
I'm stealing that from you, by the way.
That ain't mine. But music is the soul of the man.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, music make the world go by, baby. That's where I got that from, the soul of the man. So, hold on. They said it like, we was about to get a record deal or something going on over here. So, hold on. We about to play in the mix, and in the mix is where I start off a song, and we're gonna do this. Being that it's three of us, I'm just trying to get Pack 14 to just donate me some cake for doing this or something. I like snacks, so I'm gonna start it off right. I'm gonna start off the song. They have, when I point my finger, they have to pick it up. Right. Okay, I was about to make a beat, but I ain't no drummer. I can't sing neither.
I can't.
Girl, we about to sound like cans rattling and things. I'm hoping to see the day when my people can all relate. We must stop fighting to achieve the peace. I was taught in the country we should all be free. Follow me.
Why don't you follow me?
Hey, to a place where we can be free. I'm like,
come on now.
Okay, y'all go. Y'all start me off.
Oh man. Dude.
All this music out here.
I know. I'm like, I was just listening to.
I ain't know. I wasn't prepared.
Wait.
Oh, coming with something ratchet and be like, you listening to that?
All right. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. School bells ring. Fire dumpling.
Oh man.
Go ahead. Wait out. Like, come on.
All right, you pull out a song. Come on.
Really? You gonna give it to me like that? I thought for sure you was gonna pull out some
I would never
gel.
make it on a game show. I would never make it on the game. Never.
Oh yeah, like that. What's that show that's out right now? Remember the lyrics or something like that?
Yeah, I would be terrible.
Like, you know, put me on the spot. I'm nervous. And
Just
I'm like,
one song everybody knows.
Okay.
oh my, I'm feeling high. My mind is blown. I'm all alone. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
The world keeps turning. Oh, what a day. What a day, what a day.
rushing to
Destruction, but we don't have nothing left.
The
Mothership can't save you, so your sis gon' get left. If we were made in his image, then call us by our name. Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
go on and on
And on and on.
Oh.
You got it. No, my head is stuck in my head all day.
Woo!
Oh man. Okay, so I kept my black card.
Yes, you kept
Okay,
your black
okay,
card.
okay,
We
all
all got our black cards. I think we all got our black card. We still. So I like to thank you guys for coming on the show. One more thing. What is your favorite eating spots? Delmarva, Maryland, and Virginia. You can give me one. You can give me two because I like to eat, and I do go check these places out. Like it's highly viewer recommended.
Okay, favorite eating spots.
It depends on the day of the week.
It does depend on the day. It's definitely gotta be oatmeal for one.
Jesus, Lord of Nazareth.
It gotta be oatmeal.
Yes.
I have a weird story, but my birthmark used to be in the shape of a crab.
Wow.
So, and I put obey on everything.
Yes, she put that
on
everything.
Everything.
Oh wow.
Listen, she don't know what food tastes like without obey. McCormick, she keeps them in business. We own stock in McCormick. Follow your dollar. That's the tip. If you spend money there, I think you should buy. You should own a piece of it, right?
That
you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you wear Nikes, it's all right. Go buy a piece of Nike, right?
Right.
But my favorites, I'm gonna be a little bit different.
Okay.
I like Red Roost versus Old Mill. Even though I live in Delmar and it's right around the corner, the chicken at Red Roost is better. You know what I'm saying? But Caribbean flavor, if I need that beef patty and that cocoa bread. Oh. Sorry. Give me just a moment.
You just gave me a moment. I was like,
listen, candy yams.
I like that fried fish for real. I don't know what they be using on them. You gonna eat your cornbread?
Right?
I love that cornbread.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of cornbread, one more spot, and they don't have their own official location, but I'm gonna speak that into existence for them. You have absolutely got to eat at Heavenly Portions.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Where are they at?
Right now they're set up over off of Jersey Road and Naylor Mill. Sometimes they set up there, but you'll see them at different events. The wings, fire. Listen, I just had the fish and shrimp, fire. Like slap your mama. Not my mama because she from New York. She'll hit back.
She's gonna slap you.
You know. But yeah, it's like that. Definitely like that. Look, she told me today when I got my plate, she said, look, you can put some salt on the fries, but don't put salt on nothing else because it's seasoned. Come on, you know that's confidence. The food was like that. I'm still thinking about it right now.
I'm gonna add one more place to step outside of the Eastern Shore just for a minute, because our oldest is actually going to Morgan this fall, HBCU grad.
Yes.
Following the footsteps.
Yes. Yes.
We tried out Georgia Peach. It's right up the street up there. They got 3 locations in Baltimore now.
Yes.
Georgia Peach.
Oh my God.
And it's amazing.
I hope y'all hear me in Baltimore. I know some of y'all be looking at us in Baltimore. I'm coming to Georgia Peach. What Demira said, and I'm coming to check out Be More Licks. What Brooke Learman said, the comptroller. So I'm gonna be in the building. I'm just letting y'all know I'm coming to eat. So,
all right, can I get one more?
Yes.
All right. If you haven't been to DC, because we lived in DC for a while, you got to go to Ben's Chili Bowl. But I want to shout them out because I got to make sure my people know Ben's Chili Bowl. They've been on 14th and U Street for over 40 years. Like, you name it. They went to HU, they ate at Ben's Chili Bowl. But they just got a deal, and they're now going into grocery stores with they half smokes and chili and stuff like that. And listen, the brother Ben Ali, when he, God rest his soul, but that brother took care of so many people in the community. You know, the greats that we talk about went there. And for you to be able to go, like Giant got they half smokes and they chili, you know, make sure that you go and support. you know, because it's huge. We don't get those opportunities. We don't get those doors open. So for somebody who's been solid, doing the thing for a long time, absolutely got to try it out.
Okay.
So I'm sorry. Done. I'm an eater. Listen, I'm a big guy. You don't get to be a big guy without eating.
It was so awesome to bring that game truck on our show, Justin and Delmarva. And after this, we're going to interview Delmarva because she has her own little thing going on, honey. And yes, it is to educate our community. And honey, yeah, thank you for allowing us to grace you with our presence. Deuces.